Childhood stardom on Full House. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were born on June 13, 1986, in Sherman Oaks, California. Little did anyone know that within a year of their birth, they would become two of the most recognizable faces in television. At just 9 months old, the twins were cast to share the role of Michelle Tanner on the hit sitcom Full House. Producers chose to use both girls because the role required long filming hours, and alternating them allowed production to stay within child labor laws. What seemed like a practical decision for the show turned into the start of an empire. On screen, the twins captured hearts with Michelle's catchphrases like "You got it, dude," and their infectious smiles. Viewers watched them grow from babies to little girls, and the audience's connection to them deepened each season. Full House ran from 1987 to 1995, and by the time the show ended, Mary-Kate and Ashley weren't just child actors, they were cultural icons. They had already built a fan base so loyal that producers and marketers saw limitless opportunities. It was clear these little girls were more than just characters on TV. They were brands in the making, building a teen empire. After Full House, the Olsen twins didn't fade from the spotlight. Instead, they leaned into their popularity and built what would become one of the most successful child star empires of all time. Through their company, Dual Star Entertainment, Mary-Kate and Ashley produced a long list of direct-to-video films that defined the childhoods of an entire generation. Titles like To Grandmother's House We Go, Double, Double, Toil and Trouble, and It Takes Two became staples of the 1990s family movie scene. Each film was lighthearted, fun, and centered around the twins' unique ability to bring double the charm. But movies were just the beginning. Their influence expanded into television with series like Two of a Kind and So Little Time. They became regular faces on magazine covers and were even honored with their own line of dolls, books, and accessories. Walk into any toy aisle in the late 90s, and it was impossible not to find their names. At the same time, their fashion sense started influencing young fans. Mary-Kate and Ashley were among the first to have coordinated yet unique styles, sometimes matching, sometimes distinct, making them relatable style icons for kids and teens. The scope of their empire was massive. By the time they were teenagers, their brand was said to be generating billions in sales across the globe. School supplies, perfumes, clothes, and even home decor carried the Olsen stamp. Their reach was so wide that they weren't just Hollywood celebrities anymore, they were an international business phenomenon. For millions of young fans, owning something Olsen approved was a must. Few child stars had ever achieved that level of success, and even fewer would sustain it. Moving away from Hollywood, but with all that fame came challenges. Growing up in the public eye wasn't easy. By their late teens, Mary-Kate and Ashley began to crave more privacy and control over their futures. Their final movie together, New York Minute, was released in 2004. While many expected it to be the start of their adult acting careers, it turned out to be their last major film. The twins didn't just take a break from Hollywood, they walked away almost entirely. They enrolled at New York University, hoping for a more normal life. Though the paparazzi continued to follow them everywhere, still their focus had shifted. They were no longer interested in chasing roles on screen. Instead, they wanted to explore new creative outlets. This decision surprised many. After all, Hollywood had been their home for nearly 2 decades. Yet it showed maturity beyond their years. The twins weren't content with being remembered only as child stars. They wanted to build something lasting, something that reflected who they were becoming as adults. At first, when they began dipping their toes into fashion, critics dismissed the move. Many assumed it was just another vanity project from celebrities trying to stay relevant. But Mary-Kate and Ashley had a very different vision. They weren't interested in designing flashy red carpet gowns or quick trend outfits. Their eyes were set on craftsmanship, luxury, and timelessness. They wanted to build brands that could stand shoulder to shoulder with the most respected names in fashion icons and legacy. In 2006, the Olsen twins launched The Row, a luxury fashion brand that emphasized clean lines, minimalism, and high-quality fabrics. The brand quickly stood out for its sophistication. Rather than chasing trends, the row focused on timeless pieces that women could wear for years. This approach resonated with fashion editors and buyers, who began to see the Olsens not just as former child stars, but as serious designers with a unique vision. The rise of the row was slow but steady, built on quality rather than hype. The twins kept themselves out of the spotlight, choosing to let the clothes speak for themselves. Their decision to remain private, rarely giving interviews, avoiding constant red carpet appearances, and carefully managing their image added to their mystique.